Yeah. Wake up. Water cooler talk sports. Pregame playlist. Let's go. It's the pregame playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. Locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water cooler talk sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go.
Yeah, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pregame playlist. It is hump day here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to y'all. How you all feeling this morning? Everybody that's watching us live, everybody that's gonna watch us on the rewatch, what's going on? How you feeling, man? My name is Nick Frazier. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it, man. Good morning to you all, man. We are back with another pregame playlist. Pregame playlist is back, ladies and gentlemen, and joining me again this morning. It's my guy, Bubba from Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk. What else, Bubba? How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Man, Bubba, you sound better. You sound hype. You sound, Bubba. You sound great. How you feeling, Bubba?
Feeling great.
But are you feeling great though? Because if you're feeling great, then great got to be greater. Because if you're not greater, then you're not the greatest. And we all want to be the greatest. Not just.
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
I just made it up off the top of my head. I'll try to think of something. It is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here, man. If you have not already, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. If you're watching us on the rewatch, watching live, you're gonna jump in later, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for continuing to rock with us here, man, on pregame playlist and on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. This is the middle of the week, man. We are today and Thursday, Friday, the weekend will be here, man. Bubba, are you excited about this, bro? Are you excited about this, man?
I guess.
The weekend's almost here, man. Well, you know, okay, let me ask you this question. When people ask you, like, what do you have planned for the weekend? Does it really matter? Because the weekend kind of moves by fast anyway. Like, I remember when I was a kid, right? I used to look forward to, like, the weekend because it always felt like that was like a semi-vacation or like a semi, like break. Man, the weekend be moving by quick now. Do you agree or disagree?
Absolutely. And since I got out of school, every day is just the same, pretty much.
Yeah, it does. It does feel like that. I guess it's my point because like I know like when I was little, when I was younger. Like I used to look forward to the weekend. Now the weekend comes, I got more stuff to do.
Yep.
You used to be able to kind of just sit back and just kind of chill and enjoy the weekend, kind of relax and unwind, get your mind reset for whatever's coming up on the next week. Now that's different. It doesn't feel like that anymore. It's almost feel like you just there and next thing you know, well, time to go back to doing what we got to do during the week. Time to go back to work or time to go back to doing what we got to do to make things happen, make some shake. So I don't know, man. I just tell me in the chat, if you watching us in the chat and you watching us on the rewatch, does the weekend feel different to you all as an adult than it did when you were younger? Like, how does that feel? Like, do you even look forward to the weekend now? That's a good question. Do you even look forward to the weekend? I don't know. People probably look forward to them days they can get off during the middle of the week, depending on what type of job they have. But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, today's show, we got a jam-packed show for you today. It's a quarterback-driven show. Man, we're going to talk about Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders. We're talking about them. Who should start in Cleveland? Because there may be a little controversy there. Got a new head coach there in Todd Monken. So we're going to definitely take a look at that situation and see what Cleveland has as a whole and see which one potentially is the better choice moving forward for that franchise that has just not been good for a long period of time. So we're definitely going to talk about that. And then in the second hour of the show, we're going to talk about some Hall of Fame. We're going to talk about the minimum qualifications to be considered a Hall of Famer. So I don't know what it is. Ed the Inside said, yeah, it goes by too quick. I agree.
It does.
It goes by too fast. So it's not like something that you look at and you just be like, man, Saturday's here. We about to go. Man, I'm excited. Saturday's here. Nah, it's not the same. Now it's different now because I'm older and I get to watch college football. But before, man, it was great. But it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we got the pregame post coming up here in a couple of minutes. Also, man, we got the hottest music, the coolest music, because this is the coolest playlist in your ear as well. Then, of course, man, we're going to keep this thing rocking and rolling, trying to keep you entertained as well. It's 5 minutes after the hour, ladies and gentlemen. We about to slide into this first break right here, man. We're going to hear from our good sponsors, Deutsch Foods, man. So get you some Deutsch, man. If you haven't already, use the code WCTS to get 20% off your order when you go to DeutschFoods.com, man. So shout out to Deutsch, man. I'm telling you, it's a good snacking dough, and you can bake it as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, man, we'll be right back right after these messages. It is 6 minutes after the hour right now. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you.
Every great game deserves a great snack. Fuel your passion with Deutsch, the protein-packed dessert that's plant-based, gluten-free, dairy-free, and low in sugar. Eat it raw or bake it into fresh cookies. Either way, you're getting big flavor without the guilt. Head to DeutschFoods.com today and use the promo code WCTS to get 20% off your order. That's DeutschFoods.com. Promo code WCTS. Deutsch. Snack smarter. Cheer louder.
We don't talk about it Monday through Friday. Act like strangers in the daylight. Put you in my line when the sun fade. Say you need that vibe, that late night. I know you got a life I can't step in, and I got one I can't explain. But every time the weekend pull up, we back right here in the same place. We play pros all week long, but we break rules when the lights low. Girl, you know what you want. I know you know. Soon as you say you on the way, pull up. It's that weekend energy. Only time you belong to me. We ain't gotta say what this is. We just let it be. What it be? Yeah, just let it ride. Friday night you switching sides. By Saturday you in my sheets. Sunday morning we pretend, but tonight you all I need right now. That weekend energy, yeah. You bring it out of me. No pictures, no evidence. We keep it low, no witnesses. No, you say it's wrong, but you're leaning in. Girl, your body don't listen. You say don't catch feelings, but you say that every time. And the way you hold me closer, say your heart already mine. We play roles all week long, but we break rules when the lights low. You be gone by sunrise, but right now you mine tonight. It's that energy. Only time you belong to me. We ain't gotta say what this is. We just let it be what it be. Friday night we come alive. Saturday we lose control. Sunday we go separate ways, but you never let me go. Never let me go. That weekend energy, yeah. You bring it out. Tell me what.
Did you like that last song? I knew you would. Check out this next one. You'll like it too. Right here on the pregame playlist.
You ain't even gotta say nothing. Just ride with me. You got your arms folded looking out the window. Street lights dancing off your skin though. Both tired of fighting over little things, but neither one of us ready to let go. And I know I said some things I shouldn't say. My bad. Pride get involved and emotions change. Now we riding through the city in silence, trying to find our way back before we break. And I hate when we go cold like this. Girl, your energy don't feel like this. Usually you reach over and hold my hand. Now you just sitting there distant, but I still pulled up, still came by. Cause loving you ain't something I can just turn off tonight. Turn off tonight. You ain't gotta say too much tonight. Just slide over to the passenger side. City lights reflected in your eyes. We've been distant, girl, let's take a ride. No destination, just you and I. Woo! Windows crack while the night goes by. And if love's still living somewhere inside, then slide over to the passenger side. Passenger side. Ride with me tonight. I remember back when we were laughing to see. Now your phone face down when you're next to me. Got me wondering if it's somebody else, or if we just lost what we used to be. And I ain't perfect, now I know my flaws. I know too many late nights, too many missed calls. But every time you leave, I swear it feel wrong. Like the whole city quiet when you gone. And I don't wanna start over, I don't wanna let go. Too much history between us, too many memories on these roads. Girl, look at me, do you still feel something? Cause even in this silence, your presence still means something. And if this our last ride, let me make it right before you say goodbye tonight. Oh, you ain't gotta say too much tonight. Just slide over to the passenger side. City lights reflected in your eyes. We've been distant, girl, let's take a ride. No destination, just you and I. Woo! Windows crack while the night goes by. And if love's still living somewhere inside, then slide over to the passenger side. Rain falling on the windshield.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This is Wednesday, July 29th, man. This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here. As always, man, y'all know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's get this thing rocking and rolling with the pregame post. The headlines you need to know across news, sports, and culture. Let's rock.
The pregame pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's get it. In the words of Marcus Fitzpatrick, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for rocking with us here on the pregame playlist, man. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. There we go. We got all our levels set. We got everything ready to go. Let's get this thing going, man. In the pregame post for hour number 1, man. Let's get this thing rocking, man. We had the MLB. Had some MLB games happen last night, man. And so let's go through those. Let's go through those scores and see exactly what happened in the MLB because, baseball season is getting ready to heat up in a couple, man. The Braves and the Mets had a postponement last night due to inclement weather. So they'll make their game up actually today. But the Guardians and the Reds, Guardians won game 1 of a doubleheader. That was a makeup from the 27th. They won 6-5. The Diamondbacks got a win over the Pirates, 8-7. The Tigers just demolished the Orioles, man, 14-0. Jesus Christ. The Marlins beat the Phillies 1-0. Rangers beat the Rays 4-1. Nationals beat the Blue Jays 8-6. The Reds got their revenge in game number 2 of the doubleheader against the Guardians 2-0. The Twins beat the Royals 3-2. The Yankees get another win. Shout out to the Yankees, man. 3-2 over the White Sox. The Cubs get a win over the Cardinals 10-2. Astros get a big win over the Angels 3-2. The Red Sox lose to the Athletics 4-3. Padres get a win over the Rockies 8-7. Brewers beat the Giants 8-2, and the Dodgers lose to the Mariners 7-6. So those are your scores from last night. in the MLB. So like I said, man, we would definitely be looking at that because as soon as the end of August hit, as soon as the beginning of September hit, MLB will be lighting it up because that is when it is time for the season to start, man. So shout out to, I mean, not season start, but the playoffs to start. Excuse me, in that situation, man. I like that, man. Pre-game, Timothy Anthony Tucker said Deshaun Bill Cosby Watson shouldn't be in the NFL anymore. Whoa, wait a minute now, Tim. Wait a minute.
Aggressive at 8:15 on Wednesday.
That's what I'm saying. Very aggressive there, old Timothy. But shout out to Tim Tucker, man. Let's keep this thing rock and rolling, man. Denzel Ward has agreed to a 2-year, $62.2 million extension with the Cleveland Browns. We're gonna be talking about them coming up in a minute.
Dumpster fire tax.
Ooh, boy, who you selling, man? Cleveland locked up his best remaining defensive piece the same day the veterans reported to camp. Ward's new deal includes $52.3 million guaranteed and makes him the highest paid defensive back in NFL history. Bubba, you said it. Dumpster tax. Wow. What's your thoughts on that, man?
On the contract?
Yeah. Is he worth that extension?
No, but somebody's got to sell jerseys.
What do you got Shedeur there? That's Shedeur.
Well, he can't sell all the jerseys. They have to have some marketable players because they just moved off their franchise cornerstone.
But didn't Shedeur have like the biggest selling jersey in football last year or something like that?
Yeah, but you still want some other marketable pieces.
That's a good point. I get what you're saying.
Who else are they going to get with that money?
Well, Jared Verse, they got. I think Jared Verse is going to be solid enough for them. I think people overlooking the fact that Jared Verse is actually a pretty good player.
He's awesome, but again, he's still on his rookie scale deal, and they don't have their cap space committed to anybody else over the next 2 years.
Cleveland's just hopefully Todd Monken is the reset launch pad for this for that franchise because goodness gracious, man, Cleveland, we got to get something going, man. Something got to go. Shout out to Big Sarge, man. Big Sarge says he's listening in. Shout out to you, Big Sarge. Appreciate you so much, man. Pre-game, Timothy Tucker said, I just respect women. Not women, but women. And I like it. I'm
choosing to believe that's not a typo.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it is either. I think he meant to say women. I think he meant to say it. So it is what it is. But shout out to Tim Tucker, man. Another big news, another big time player gets a payday as well, man. The Eagles make Jalen Carter the highest paid defensive tackle in the history of the NFL, man. In Philadelphia locked them up 4 years, $152 million could be worth up to $160 million with escalators, but $106 million of that is guaranteed, bro. Yo, a defensive tackle getting that type of money, like,
especially coming off a down year.
What? Like, come on, man. Like, I remember who was it? Who got the last big contract? Was it Derrick Brown got the last big contract? Was it $100 million? Like the defensive tackle? I think it was Derrick Brown. They got like the last big $100 million contract. I want to say it was him. But also who's the other guy? Jordan Davis. He just got a 3-year deal. But his was like $78 million. It was like a $78 million extension. Bro, the way that they paying these defensive linemen, bro, like, ooh, this is wild, man. Shout out to him, bro. $106 million guaranteed of that $152 million could be worth $160. So it is what it is. Just to give you some of his stats, man. He's 2-time Pro Bowl, 13.5 sacks, 37 QB hurries, 108 tackles across his first 3 seasons. And he also helped Philadelphia win a Super Bowl as well.
Jeffrey Simmons.
105. Yes, that's what it was. I knew I was missing somebody. That's who it was. So it is what it is, man. Bubba, you mentioned this one yesterday, man. Baker Mayfield plans to play out his deal and potentially become a free agent, after this season is over with, man. Is that a good or a bad thing for her? What's your thoughts on that? If he decides he wants to stay in Tampa Bay, is it better for him, in your opinion, to go ahead and lock it up now, or to wait until the season, bet on himself, and potentially be able to leverage more money at the end of the season?
Well, it just depends on what they're offering right now and if they're even close. Because I personally would take the security if it's within like 10 million of what I'm realistically looking for. But if he's healthy this year and he's done what he's done since he's gotten to Tampa Bay, he'll hit the open market and he'll get 45 to 50 a year.
So it's saying that his projected cap hit for the 26 season sits around about 40. So 39.9 is where it's sitting at. And he led the Bucks to the playoffs in both 23 and 24. Of course, last year they started off hot, but apparently he had the injuries and then they ended the season like on a low. So I don't think the Bucks didn't make the playoffs last year. And it is saying that Tampa Bay could still franchise tag him for the 27 season, which would put him around $48 million is what his cap hit would be for that year. So you right on that number. You right on that number. So if that's the cap hit, if he can come out and get somewhere between that $45 and $50 million number, you right there on that number. Shout out to Bubba, man. Bubba, you be doing your homework, bro. Bubba, you know these numbers like the back of your hand. I want to be like you when I grow up. Shout out to Bubba. Ohio State signs a record jersey patch deal with JP Morgan Chase, man. So now college teams can now put the patches on their jerseys. And so Ohio State has now decided that they are going to use JP Morgan Chase as the logo on their jersey this upcoming year. It's a reported it's somewhere between 15 to $17 million is what the deal is worth over I'm reading here and I'm trying to figure out like exactly how many years it is. I think it's just a yearly deal that they can kind of renew at the end of or cancel at the end of the year, but it's roughly somewhere between 15 and 17 million annually. So it is what it is. If Auburn were to put a jersey patch on their jersey, would it be Yellowwood?
Probably.
Man, that's stupid. But he already got Yellowwood on the field though. He could be somebody else.
It could be like Golden Flake.
Golden Flake would be a good one. That would be a solid one. Golden
Apple.
Flake would be good. Apple would be a good one. Like, what if it was Apple, but it was like Apple Tech jerseys?
What do you mean?
Like the jersey could, like, if you press the jersey, like it could give like the statistics of the player and like the player's internal readings of like if he's good to go for the rest of the game.
I don't know the feasibility of that, but that would be dope.
I'm just making stuff up. Like, what if Apple did that? Like, Apple could put the jerseys on Auburn players, and then like the Apple logo would be up here, and then like a coach can one of the coaches can go up to a player and just touch the Apple logo, and then like the data from the player just go like it pops up on like an iPad for the players, and then you can see exactly like health wise, like almost like NCAA, like almost like college football.
Oh, like the wear and tear system?
Yeah.
Well, they have like shirts that they can track like workouts and stuff. So yeah, I guess they could do that.
The catapult one, the ones that look like bras, the one they be wearing like sports bras.
Yeah.
Up there. But like, what if they could put it on a jersey during the game? Like, you can't wear a catapult during the game. Like I think some guys do it, but it just it's uncomfortable when you put those shoulder pads on. Like, what if they do it with a jersey? That'd be interesting. I don't know. And then of course, man, we're gonna round this off, man. I don't think this is a surprise to anybody, but Kirk Cousins has been named the Raiders. Start QB1 over Fernando Mendoza in camp. Of course, Clint Kubiak is the new head coach over in Las Vegas. They also drafted Fernando Mendoza number 1 overall in the 2026 NFL draft. They also signed Kirk Cousins to a $100+ million deal, but the details of that deal also only guarantees Kirk Cousins that first year, which he's guaranteed $20 million in that first season. So after that,
5 weeks.
You think you're gonna be out of there? You think okay? So you think Fernando Mendoza will be the starting QB?
It's just like every time this happens, where a team signs like a veteran, like spot starter at this point in their career for a young quarterback, within 5 weeks, that young quarterback starts because the pinch starter is just terrible through the first 5 weeks because the team's not ready to win.
Is Kirk Cousins terrible? Or is Kirk Cousins like, or does he like Kirk Cousins?
He was terrible last year.
He wasn't terrible in Atlanta.
He was terrible in Atlanta.
He wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad, bro.
Okay, define that bad.
Hey, he wasn't out here like, how many interceptions did he throw last year?
Like double digits.
Do you think he wanted to be? Do you think he wanted to be in Atlanta though? Like, do you think he was just upset at the fact that he got traded? Like he got, like Minnesota handled him the way they handled him?
I don't know. But his first year in Atlanta, he threw 18 touchdowns, 16 picks, and 14 starts. Last year in 8 starts, 10 touchdowns, 5 picks.
Oh yeah, so he was on track to do it again. So yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, so if you're looking at it from that perspective, yeah, you got a point there. So I get it, man. Mr. 21 in the chat. What's up? Ed Darby, Mr. 21 said, then we would know if Hunter was really tired instead of if he looked, man. Say it again. I know the answer to that question because I actually asked Jarquez Hunter that question at the Senior Bowl when he went to the Senior Bowl. I know the answer to that question, and we all know what the answer to that question was. He wasn't tired. Shout out to him.
Jarquez Hunter's never been tired.
Say it again.
Jarquez Hunter has never been tired.
Never been tired. He don't get tired. If you know the reference to that song, you know the reference to it. Run to that series. Salute to you, my guy. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you so much for rocking with us over here on the pregame playlist on Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the pregame post for hour number 1. We're gonna take a break right here. We're gonna slide out, and when we come back from this break, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into this conversation about the Cleveland Browns. We'll get into this Cleveland Browns conversation, and we're gonna see exactly what it is that needs to be done and who should start is what we're gonna see, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna slide out of this thing right here, right now, man. It is 27 minutes after the hour. When we come back, we're gonna get into this conversation on the Cleveland Browns. Shedeur, Deshaun, who should start? Ladies and gentlemen, pregame playlist. Good morning. Let's go.
The coolest morning show is in your ear. It's the pregame playlist.
We outside. Let's go. Going on D&D, I ain't tryna hear excuses no more. You switched up on me, now you're buzzing like you're clueless. Had me in the house, then they're losing my mind. Now the crew outside and they're saying it's my time. So I threw that black tee on with the chain hanging. Drip, fresh, fake, clean, in the city still banging. Windows down while we riding through the east side. Heartbreak hit hard, but tonight I'ma be alright. Couple shots in, now I'm loosening up. DJ play my song, got the whole spot jumping. Oh yeah, I was down bad for a minute, no lie. Now shawty looking at me from the other side. Tonight I'm on my ish. Back outside and I'm lit. 2-step hands up. Whole club vibing to this. Girl keep pulling me close. Pull me close. Whisper slow in my ear, real slow. Said she wanna roll. Told her baby let's disappear. Tonight I'm on my ish. Yeah, tonight I'm on my. Now we in the corner and she dance like she mean it. Skin so smooth and her body got me leaning. Brown skin glow with the lip gloss popping. Every dude looking, but tonight she choosing. She said your ex must be crazy for real. I laugh back like, girl, you ain't even know the deal. One thing led to another real fast. Now we in the ride and she riding shotgun. City lights blur while the bass still knocking. Hands on her waist while she singing every line. So she usually this wild with somebody, but tonight got her feeling some type of way. Tonight I'm on my ish. Back outside and I'm lit. 2-step hands up. Whole club vibing this. Girl keep pulling me close. Hold me close. Whisper slow in my ear, real slow. Said she wanna roll. Told her baby let's disappear tonight.
Every great game deserves a great snack. Fuel your passion with Deutsch, the protein-packed dessert that's plant-based, gluten-free, dairy-free, and low in sugar. Eat it raw or bake it into fresh cookies. Either way, you're getting big flavor without the guilt. Head to DeutschFoods.com today and use the promo code WCTS to get 20% off your order. That's deutschfoods.com. Promo code WCTS. Deutsch. Snack smarter. Cheer louder.
Ooh, yeah. Caught in the middle, baby, and I know it. Y'all got me thinking long term, talking about houses, rings, and forever. The other got me riding through the city, top down, late nights, good weather. And I ain't gonna lie, you both bring something different to my life. Everybody asking why I haven't chose, but they don't know what's going on inside. I know eventually somebody's gonna need an answer, but every time I get close, I pull away a little faster, cause I'm stuck on both sides, pulled in two directions tonight. One's everything I need, one's everything I want in my life. I'm caught on both sides, trying to figure out what's wrong or right. Maybe one day I'll settle down, but tonight I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Yeah, I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Girl, I'm caught on both sides. One of y'all call me every morning, checking on me, making sure I'm straight. The other pull up, looking so fine, turn a regular night into a holiday. And maybe that's my problem. Maybe I like having options. Maybe I know exactly what I'm doing, but don't wanna stop it. I know eventually somebody's gonna need an answer, but every time I get close, I pull away a little faster, cause I'm stuck on both sides, pulled in two directions tonight. One's everything I need, one's everything I want in my life. I'm caught on both sides, trying to figure out what's wrong or right. Maybe one day I'll settle down, but tonight I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Yeah, I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Girl, I'm caught on both sides. Maybe I'm selfish, maybe that's true. Maybe I ain't met the version of me that's ready for somebody like you. One's everything I need, one's everything I want, and that's the reason I keep getting lost in the middle of it all. Stuck in the middle, trying to have it all. No, I can't keep this up forever, but right now I'm stuck on both sides, pulled in two directions tonight.
Get your morning started. Yeah, with the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. 33 minutes after the hour. I am Nick Frazier here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network with the pregame playlist. Bubba from Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk with me this morning. What's up, Bubba? How you feeling, my guy?
Feeling great.
All right, man. Let's go ahead. Let's get into this conversation, man. Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, both quarterbacks for the Cleveland Browns. Probably one of the worst organizations in college football. I'm not college in the NFL in a while. You know, I don't. Let's not say worse. Let's just say mismanaged organizations in a long time. We all know what's going on. We all know what has transpired with this position. Deshaun Watson was in Houston, got out of Houston, got to Cleveland. He was, at the time, he was one of red hot at the quarterback position, doing everything that he could. You know, he was considered to be one of the top quarterbacks in the league at that time. Had some off the field issues. Shout out to Tim Tucker. Anthony Tim Tucker for letting us know what they were, reminding us of what they were. He had that happen, and he had injuries. I think he tore his Achilles twice, if I'm not mistaken.
The same one.
The same one, exactly. Tore it twice. and has not really played a lot of football within the past 2 to 3 seasons. And he was supposed to be the guy that was supposed to solidify that position and bring Cleveland back to, well, I don't even want to say bring them back, but bring them up to some type of relevance in the league and stability. And it was paired with Myles Garrett on the defensive side of the football. But now, fast forward, Myles Garrett is no longer there. He's now a St. Louis Ram. Deshaun Watson is back, but they also drafted this kid named Shedeur Sanders. And also, if I'm not mistaken, Dylan Gabriel is still in that quarterback room as well.
Jalen
Green is in that quarterback room as well. So, but this seems to be a two-man race. It seems to be a two-man race between Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson. Now, of course, we know Shedeur is on a rookie deal. Deshaun Watson had this $235 million fully guaranteed contract that he had that weighs into this decision a lot. And now you have a new head coach in Todd Monken, who was with the Rams last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Baltimore.
He was with Baltimore last year. And he stated that he wanted to have a starting quarterback locked up before going into training camp. Well, that didn't happen. And so now there seems to be some type of quarterback battle and potentially who will start. So do you go with the guy that's in the final year of this guaranteed contract who hasn't done anything for you and it's coming off of 2 torn Achilles? Or do you go with the guy that potentially is going to be the future of the franchise and showed signs and promises last year, and apparently the fans in Cleveland want to see him succeed as well? And this is no better time. He came in at the right time, ladies and gentlemen. The man himself is coming in to join this conversation. It is, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only from at SSEC. It is our guy, Tez. Tez, what's up, man? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good. How about you guys?
Feeling good. Tez, you came in at the right time because we're talking Shedeur, and we talking Deshaun Watson. And you know what? Bubba probably tired of me asking him questions first. I'm gonna ask you first. Who should start? Should it be Deshaun Watson, or should it be Shedeur Sanders?
I mean, I don't know, man. It's the Browns. it's the Browns, so it theoretically could be anybody who should start. I'm not sure about Deshaun Watson from an injury standpoint, with the 2 Achilles tears. And then just controversy around him. I don't know if he is going to be fit to be a starter, so to speak.
Okay.
And I also don't know if Shedeur is a starting quarterback in the NFL. I just don't. Haven't seen enough of them with a quality team. You know, I'm not gonna count the Browns against him. All right, I'm not gonna count the Browns against anybody over there. From the quarterback position, they've historically been horrible in the quarterback room and managing the quarterback position altogether. So, to answer your question, Jalen Green? I don't know, man.
Dylan Gabriel?
Dylan Gabriel? It probably will be Shedeur, right? I'm thinking it will be Shedeur.
That's interesting.
I just think the baggage around Deshaun Watson, and I don't know how he's gonna respond from two Achilles. You had 2 ACLs, right? If I'm not mistaken, they were on the same leg.
2 Achilles on the same, yeah.
2 Achilles
on the same, and then 2 ACLs on both knees.
Yeah, that is a lot, man. Achilles injury is one of those things that now we're seeing a lot of them. And we're seeing players come back from them, but that used to be a death sentence for athletes at one point. I think Kobe was probably the first person we saw that really just kind of recovered from one. And even him, he wasn't the Kobe of old after that Achilles injury. So, man, purely off of the injury concerns, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Shedeur to start.
Oh, okay. All right. I hear what Big Sarge is saying. Big Sarge saying Follow the money for the starter. I'm going to go Deshaun Watson. I think Deshaun Watson is going to get nod to start. Just because of that fact right there. They want to get some of that $230 million guaranteed money out of him and see what they got. But they haven't gotten that. They haven't gotten that in the past 3 seasons for real, to be completely honest with you. So they want to see what they got. So let's just say Deshaun Watson comes out here and balls out, right? If he comes out here and balls out and he's Deshaun Watson of old or somewhat similar to that, they're gonna be like, all right, we got a little bit of our money out of it. Now it's gonna be a lot of questions at that particular point in time. People saying, will he get re-upped? Now that's a different question. I don't know about that. Bubba, your thoughts, man. Who you starting? Are you starting Deshaun Watson or are you starting Shedeur?
Yeah, I'm surprised Deshaun's still on the team at this point because last year it was looking like they were just going to cut him.
Yeah, they did.
Going into the last year of his deal, they already have some dead money. Adding a little bit more to that wouldn't do too much, and then they can just kind of like wash their hands of it. I think going with the money thing, and I do think that's probably what they're going to do, is probably roll out Deshaun week 1. I think that it's the sunk cost fallacy, right? Where they feel like they need to get something out of it, when in reality, the best thing to do is just move on. If you feel like Shedeur Sanders has the ability to be a starting level quarterback at this level, you hand him the keys and just move forward with this season. Give him this runway. And if it fails, then you can go and get a quarterback this upcoming draft, which is viewed as one of the best quarterback drafts in a long time. I think rolling with Deshaun Watson is just trying to get something out of a situation where you made the worst deal in NFL history, where you moved, 4 years of first-round draft capital?
Yeah.
Plus the biggest contract in NFL history that was fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that trying to hitch your wagon to that and say, okay, the last year of the worst deal in NFL history, we're going to get something out of it, is just the wrong way to go about it.
Is it the worst deal in NFL history because he didn't play? It didn't pan out the way that a lot of people thought it was? Because let's just be real about it. When that contract was signed, a lot of people looked at that. There was some skeptics about it, saying, "Yo, this, fully guaranteed contract in the NFL, this is one of the first that we've ever seen in the NFL." But when it was signed, a lot of people were like, they were skeptical, but there were some people that was like, "Yo, this is a surefire thing." Like they weren't taking into consideration the fact that he would get injured the way he was, because when he was playing, he was balling. He was considered one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league when he signed that contract. So at that point in time, it looked like a good investment.
It was.
But then when he got hurt, okay, you get hurt one time. Okay. A year, okay, fine. But then it happened again. And then on top of that, the allegations outside of football came into it. So then it started to look like a bad contract. We can't predict the future, but at the time it looked good. It looked good. It looked like a surefire thing the way he was balling at that particular point in time. Because I was one of the people that said, "Oh, I literally when I saw it happen, I said, man, 230 fully guaranteed," and I was like, Deshaun Watson, like, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be fine." I said it's gonna be. I said that was gonna be fine, but I was wrong. I was wrong. But
I mean, at the time, it was. 230 guaranteed. Now you look at it and it's like a lot of money, but at the time it was justifiable for Deshaun Watson. Like you said, he was a top 5 quarterback in the league at the time, and you're looking at him as a young player. You know what I mean? Not like he was an old man at that time. He was a young player. So you're figuring you're going to get your money's worth out of him. You can't predict the future though. That's life. The amount of times that I have done things that I knew was just like a surefire good thing, like doing the right thing, and then later on down the road something happened and it got derailed, and it turned that decision into a bad decision. That's happened to me so many times, man. So I can't. As much as I rag on the Browns and the quarterbacks situation, I don't think that was a bad decision at the time to spend that money on Deshaun Watson, because it's not like they were the only team that were vying for his services too. It may have been the only team that was willing to pay with that guaranteed contract, but he was going to make an astronomical amount of money no matter where he went. That was just the market for him at the time. So it's not like it's not like that at the time. They just doubled everybody's offer, right? Like the market for Deshaun Watson at the time was very, very high. Like I said, top 5 quarterback in the NFL, young quarterback in the NFL, mobile, smart, football savant from the offensive side when it comes to this intelligence. I said mobile, athletic already. Can make pretty much all the throws. I mean, what else do you want from a young quarterback? So, like at that time, that decision was great. But like you said, you can't predict the future, man. You don't know. You don't know what you don't know, right?
Sure.
So maybe they could have layered it some type of way, some type of injury clauses in there. So I don't know. I don't do contracts for a living, so I don't know how that all works. But yeah, I can't just look at him and say like, that was just a bad idea.
B. Sarge said 230 fully guaranteed was never a good contract for a football team. That's what he said.
Well, and in that situation where he had been off for a year, but obviously, like hindsight is 2020.
Yeah,
and they had to do that because he didn't want to go to Cleveland in the first place, and he held all the leverage against Houston. Right. His top 2 were the Jets and the Falcons at that point, and it took the fully guaranteed deal. Well, the Jets were ascending allegedly at that point, right? And Atlanta was home, and those were his top 2. So they had to come to the table with.
Who was the head coach of the Jets at that time? Was that
Bob Saleh?
Yeah, it was Robert Saleh. That is very true. It was. That is very, very true.
Nope.
Let's have this conversation. At that particular point in time, right? You get Deshaun Watson at that point. You get that version of Deshaun Watson going to the Jets. Are we looking at the Jets? Well, that's bad. That's not right because we saw
Cleveland had a better roster.
Okay, that's true. But could he have went to New York and made that organization like brought some more brought a little fire underneath that organization to where they would have been like, yo, this dude is just too good. We gotta get him some help. We gotta put some people around him because we got an opportunity to win some playoff games and potentially get to a Super Bowl. Like the way he was playing at that particular point in time. Do you think the trajectory of the Jets would be different now if he was there and he had a fully healthy turn with the Jets if that's where he wanted to go?
No, it would have been worse because he was still reeling mentally from all the allegations and everything. And if you think Cleveland media was bad, New York media.
Yeah. Oh yeah, New York media.
Got a point. It's a solid point.
In that area with those specific allegations in that city.
Solid point. It's a great point, Bubba. Great point. New York media is unrelenting, bro. Like you think they do it for a living. Like they following you down the street. You know, New York and Los Angeles, they do that for real. Like they just be walking up on people, like and just start talking to them like they know them. But they don't know these folk. These folk be getting out their cars. Hey, how you doing? We heard this about you. What's going on? You want to tell us about it? Folks just be trying to do their regular everyday stuff. Imagine that in like Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, you know, somewhere like that. Popped. Exactly. That's the point. Yeah. That's just weird.
Yeah.
People be up on you like, hey, you want to tell us about what happened? What you want to tell us about what it is? We saw you with what's the name last night. What's going on? Like, nah. That's the I call it that guerrilla warfare style of media reporting, bro. It is what it is. But nah, man. But go ahead. You about to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I real quick. I just want to bring. We talking about that time period for Deshaun Watson. I had to look up like what was his stats. In 2020, his last year in Houston, he threw for 4,800 yards on 70% passing, 33 touchdowns, 7 picks. He was amazing.
It was his best, his best season of his career.
He was amazing. Like because I see like to Big Sarge's point, 230 is a lot for any football team to pay guaranteed. It's just a bad contract now that we look at it. But like you gotta take into account, and you cannot forget just how good he was that last year in Houston.
He was like 25.
He's in Houston outside of his rookie year. Yeah, all of the seasons were amazing. Threw for 4,100 yards, then came back and threw for 38, and then the last year, when we're talking about it, he stacked 1,000 more yards on top of that. And 2,800 of those yards were air yards. So well over 60%, about 60, I think that's about 65, 67%. I don't know. If I had to guess, of his yards were all on him. Like, this is not quick screens. He's pushing the ball down the field.
Yep.
And just to take a look at rushing real quick, he ran 90 attempts for 444 yards and 3 touchdowns. So I don't know much more you want. Like if a quarterback is putting up those type of numbers in the NFL,
yep,
what more do you want? What deserves a guaranteed contract there? If that doesn't,
sure. I mean, like
to defend Big Sarge, he did say fully guaranteed contract is never good. So
yeah,
he's saying
right. Yeah. I'm just saying that I see how somebody could look if you need a quarterback and this guy is available and this is how he's playing, this is what he's doing. I see how a team like the Browns, who haven't had a good quarterback in the history of the franchise, I don't think, would overspend Jason Campbell. Yeah, you're right.
Baker.
But I see how well, not at the time. Baker,
he wasn't.
Well, yeah. But I see how the franchise like the Browns would say, hey, we need to, this is our best chance at getting a true franchise changing quarterback. Let's go ahead and make this contract fully guaranteed, get him in the door. We'll deal with the rest later. This wasn't off of speculation. This was off of what he had already done on the field. So yeah, it's an interesting one, man.
What could have been? What could have been?
And the deal seemed crazy, but like those quarterbacks, at those caliber quarterbacks at that age he was entering his prime, coming off an MVP caliber season without DeAndre Hopkins because they had moved him. Coming off the best season of his career, right? And he had sat out for a year, and they weren't his first option. And it's like, this is just what it took. Those guys just don't come available.
That's hilarious. Right. That's hilarious, Sarge. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Sells tickets.
Shedeur is the man. Shedeur is the man. I'm telling you. I look. I think Shedeur gonna ball out, bro. I think you give Shedeur the opportunity. I think he's gonna ball out. I don't think he's gonna be this record-setting quarterback, but I think he's gonna be serviceable. I think he's gonna be above average. I think he's gonna be an above average quarterback to where he's gonna be able to play a long time in the NFL. That's just me.
Okay. If Browns fans see above average quarterback play, they're gonna think they're the MVP.
Can Shedeur? This is the last question, real quick, because we got to get out of this one. If Shedeur Sanders is the starting quarterback, can he lead the Browns to a playoff win
this year?
No. I'm just saying if he's given the opportunity, to show what he can do, and let's just say in the next, if he's given the opportunity to start, and let's just say in the next, I don't know, 4 years, can he lead them to a win? Can he lead them to a playoff win?
No.
Okay.
I just don't think the team is good enough anymore. I don't think they're gonna get to the playoffs for him to even give them a playoff win.
Wow.
And we saw Shedeur. He did get his opportunity to play. So
wow.
I like Big Sarge coming in when he says Shedeur is Geno Smith 2.0. I could actually see that. Now that is a trajectory I can see for Shedeur where we look back in 6-7 years from now, he's with a completely different team. He's a viable starting quarterback.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We'll definitely be taking a look at it and want to see exactly what happens, man. Who starts, Deshaun Watson or Shedeur Sanders, ladies and gentlemen? 54 minutes after the hour. When we come back, we're going to get this thing reset, get it started, get it reset, and get you ready for hour number 2 of the pregame players. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Good morning to you.
nights turn to legends.
Now we shining up. Every loss turn to pressure, man. Now the whole thing going federal. Chain swing when I move through. Same pain turn to new fuel. Took a risk, made a lane out, and now the whole world see the view. I don't sleep, I just chase it. Real life, no fake it. Yeah. If I said it, then I meant it. Now the dream looking space. We outside in the night mode. City lights got my soul froze. Bass hit deep, make the time slow. Whole world move when that bass roll. We outside on the summer run. No breaks now, we ain't never done. Hands up high when the moon come. We the ones, yeah. We the ones, yeah. Yeah. Came from nothing, I feel different. Same hunger, just a bigger vision. Every move got intention now, no luck. Yeah, we really live. 808 hit like a heartbeat. Whole crowd jumping to the same beat. If you feel it, let the hands rise. It's a moment, not a plan B. We don't fall, we don't panic. Turn losses into advantage. Yeah. Every summer we leveling up. Now the vibe feels cinematic.
We came too far now.
Far now.
Can't slow down, no way.
No way.
All this pressure make diamonds.
Diamond.
Now we shining all day.
We outside in the night mode. City lights.
Don't be shy, hit subscribe, because this is the best playlist in your ears. It's the Pregame Playlist.
You want a solution to protect your family in a moment of crisis. Freddie Metro provides those solutions to protect your family and build real wealth. Serving Alabama and Georgia with trusted advice you can count on. Call him today at 678-870-4001. Freddie Metro, protecting families, building legacies.
Oh, you feel that? Midnight. Walking, now they turning their heads. Glow so bright, got them watching my steps. Baseline hit, feel it all in your chest. You ain't ready for the way that I flex. I don't chase, I attract, understand. When I move, yeah, I'm taking command. Whole room locked when I lift up my hand. You step close, now you're part of the plan. Yeah, watch me, hold up, wait, take time. Feel that heat, don't cross that line. Right there, don't lie. You ain't felt nothing like this vibe. Take time, don't lie. I got that midnight energy. Got you begging just to be with me. Lights low, but we don't sleep. You the rhythm, I'm the beat. Yeah, midnight energy. Hands all where they wanna be. One touch, now you're stuck on me. You the rhythm, I'm the beat. Energy on me, we don't sleep. Yeah, yeah. Watch me now. Beat, 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 beat. Yeah. Beat, 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 beat. Yeah. Beat, 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 beat. Yeah. Slow burn, but I set the pace. Take control, yeah, I lead the way. No breaks when I'm in that space. Pull you in, now you can't escape. Say my name, let me hear it clear. Turn it up, let it hit your ear. We too close, got you right here. No one else when I interfere. Say it louder, don't stop, stay close. Feel that fire, feel it in your bones. Right there, that high. body, don't say it twice. Don't say it twice. Talk to me nice. Say it with your body, don't say it twice. Don't say it twice. Talk to me nice. Say it with your body, don't say it twice. Talk to me nice. Say it with your body, don't say it twice. Don't say it twice. Left, right, we move in time. Feel that pressure? Yeah, that's mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the top of the hour. Y'all know what time it is to get this thing reset. It is hour number 2 of the pregame playlist. Let's go.
Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Water cooler talk sports. Pregame playlist. Let's go. It's the pregame playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. You tapped in, locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water cooler talk sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go, let's go. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist, your playlist. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us today. Got my guy Tez from SEC Season rocking with us. What's up, Tez? How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
And I am feeling great. How about you guys?
Sir, man, doing good. Can't complain.
How y'all feeling?
Can't complain. Bubba from Bubba and the old man Auburn Sports Talk. What's up, Bubba? How you feeling, man?
Feeling great.
Man, Bubba, you always feeling great. It's the same answer. Oh, Bubba, you just steady. You just steady. Just one way. There we go. You're going that way. That's
definitely just one way.
I like that. I like that, man. I like that. Tez, man, tell the people what's going on over on scseason.com, man. That's gonna watch.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. scseason.com is a new space for SEC fans, a new platform where you can have your voice heard. And we have a lot of debates and conversations here on YouTube and in group chats. And, you know, if you guys are SEC fans, you know how it goes. But those conversations get lost a lot, and you know, people backtrack on who they predicted and things like that. Well, we created a space for you to settle that. So go check out scseason.com. Check out the interface, log in, put your preseason rankings in, because Tuesday, August 4th, we'll be reviewing those preseason rankings and some of the features of the site on our episode, man. So get your preseason rankings in. That way, you could be part of that number, man. Just trying to get a fans a voice. Everybody else gets a metric and the index. Why not the fans? So we created a platform for that.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Go to scseason.com, the most interactive YouTube channel on the planet, man. It's the hub for all SEC fans. That's what it is. The space, the hub for all SEC fans, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Hour number 2 of the pregame playlist, man. What we got on stock? What we got on deck? Pregame post coming up here in about 1 minute. Of course, flag on the play today. It's going to be a funny one, in my opinion. Basically kind of told on yourself on this one, my guy. So we're definitely going to talk about that. And then, of course, we're going into the debate of the qualifications to be a Hall of Famer. Let's talk about this. This board from a conversation we had yesterday after the show. And we're going to get into it. And it's going to be a great conversation, I'm telling you that. And then, of course, we'll get into the quote of the day to end this thing off. So there's something that you could think about and meditate on for the rest of the day. There it is. And said he went 12-0.
Yeah, and we know it.
And we know it. No, he went 12-0.
Listen, you'll be able to put that team up against some other teams, man, some other people. And
we'll be able to.
We'll see how good they are.
You will be able to soon. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. It is the pregame post, the headlines you need to know across news, sports, and culture. Let's go.
The pregame pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
Yeah. The pregame post. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling for hour number 2. Pregame post is getting this thing. Let's get this thing going. Let's get it going. Let's happening. He said it's a great game, Tess. It's definitely an addictive game. It's definitely a great game too.
Yeah, it's
we want you all to be, to come be a part of it as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
y'all go check it out.
Let's get this. Let's get the pregame post headed up for hour number 2. Let's start with the WNBA. Man, WNBA is back after having a little bit of a hiatus. Things of that nature. Let's take a look at some of the games that happened last night. The Fever, they beat the Storm 105-95. Man, Kelsey Mitchell 28 points. Caitlin Clark 32 points and 7 assists for the Fever in their win over the Storm. Flajay Johnson for the Storm had 16 points, but Natasha Heidemann at 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in a loss for the Storm. Fever are now ranked number 5 in the standings for the WNBA, trying to position themselves to get into some into some good playoff positioning there as well. Moving along, the Aces, they beat the Fire 98-83. Asia Wilson 28 points, 14 rebounds, big double. Jackie Young had 25 points as well. My favorite player in WNBA, Jackie Young. Shout out to her. Aces now are number 2 in the standings, man, with a 19-8 record. So we'll see exactly what it is. The Aces look to be a team that's going to be a problem for a lot of people moving forward, man. The Liberty beat the Sparks 113-109. Breonna Stewart, 29 points, 7 assists. Sabrina Nescu, 27 points, 7 rebounds in a win over the Sparks. Nneka Ogwumike, 21 points, 9 assists. And then Ray Burrell, 24 points in this game, which resulted in a loss for the Sparks. So it is what it is. Liberty just inside of the bracket to get into the playoffs at number 7 right now. But I think once they get in right now, if the playoffs were to start right now, first round matchup would be between the Aces and the Liberty, and that would be must-see TV. So we'll see what happens there. Mystics lose to the Sun. The Mystics beat the Sun 92-84. Mystics are at the number 8 position. In playoff position, man, Kiki Arifin had 20 points and 10 rebounds. Sonia Citron had 22 points, for the Mystics in a win.
Pretty good.
Yes, she is. And so they're right there. Brittany Griner did not play. It was a coach's decision as well. But Anisha Morrow had 21 points and Olivia Nelson had 16 points for the Sun in a loss. And then the number 1 seeded Minnesota Lynx beat the Tempo 100-93. Olivia Miles, man, just been balling. Number 2 overall pick in the WNBA draft this past offseason. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Kayla McBride had 18 points. The number 1 seeded Minnesota Lynx, 23-6 in the WNBA right now. It's the 8th straight win. Marina Marbury, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists in a loss for the Tempo as well. So, man, WNBA is getting heated up, man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting playoffs, man.
What? I'm excited, man. I'm excited. So make sure that y'all are tuned in because it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch the WNBA in the postseason, this upcoming postseason when it starts, man. Draymond Green has re-signed with the Golden State Warriors. 1 year, $27.7 million deal. Bubba, your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's just I think it's the same number as the player option he declined.
Exactly the same number.
Like the second LeBron decided he wasn't going to Golden State, they just had a handshake agreement that he just re-signed at the number.
That's it, man. So, but the fact that he re-signed on a 1 year deal, it kind of tells me that maybe the noise around Steph potentially leaving at the end of next year might be real. Because Draymond probably could have re-upped for more years potentially, and maybe a little bit more money. I don't know why they would have done that, but I don't know, man. That's something about this situation just does not feel right to me. I think a lot of people feel like Steph could be in a Spurs uniform or a Boston uniform in the 27 season. I don't know. We're gonna see, but I hope it doesn't happen. I hope he stays in Golden State and wins another championship in Golden State, become the greatest time in Golden State history. He already is the greatest player all time in Golden State history.
Joe Lacob, you should be ashamed of yourself.
He should be ashamed of himself. How dare you handle the superstar like that, Joe Lacob? How dare you handle him? He brought you 4 championships. How dare you handle him like that? You don't handle Wardell like that. It's your problem.
Whoa, pause.
Yeah, we need where's the Dame Dash pause button when you need it? Goodness gracious. WNBA All-Star Game attendance. It surpassed the NBA's All-Star Game for the first time ever. So you're looking at the game, 19,783 fans attended the WNBA All-Star Game, which was last weekend, the 25th. And it breaking the previous mark of 19,487, which was set in 2007. Now, compare that to the 2026 All-Star Game in the NBA. 16,000 fans showed up for the NBA All-Star Game in Los Angeles. So is that a signal to people that's basically saying like, yo, y'all need to be checking out the WNBA because it's actually pretty good. They're actually playing really good basketball over there. The product is legit.
It is legit, but I think it's more of an indictment on what the All-Star Weekend has become.
Yeah. All-Star Weekend in the NBA is boring now. I look forward to the three-point contest more than the dunk contest. Dunk contest used to be the highlight.
We don't even know their names, man.
Right. Is none of the stars are getting in it. And then on top of that, like the attention in sports always gravitates towards storylines, no matter what happens. And there are way more interesting storylines going on in the WNBA. Because I don't want to get into that, but
I'll say it because of Caitlin Clark. I'll say it.
Yeah, well, that too, and also, it's a lot of how can I say it politically correct? It's a lot of gender on gender crime that's happening in the WNBA.
I think you could have worded that better.
Probably, but I was struggling. You didn't help me out.
That's hilarious, man. Wow.
The gender wars are stupid.
And that's, listen, in the WNBA, it's interesting. So
it's good TV. Good TV.
Yeah, it's like a reality show.
Exactly what it is. Good TV. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe this climb for the WNBA will keep going, and it'll be something that a lot of people will be interested in. But I want people to continue to go watch the WNBA because it's dope basketball.
Yeah, it's good basketball.
Klay Thompson. Now these are the sources. Sources are saying that the buyout talks with the Mavericks are heating up, and that after months of Dallas preferring a trade over a buyout, momentum has shifted. Reports now indicate Thompson and the Mavericks are negotiating a contract buyout, with Thompson expected to sign with potentially the Miami Heat on a veteran minimum deal if he can clear waivers. This is from sources.
The unction.
He's roughly owed about $17 million, $17 to $17.5 million in his final year of the 3-year deal that he signed back in 2024. And he averaged last year 11 and a half points, 2.1 rebounds per game, 38% shooting from three. And he was mostly off the bench too for 69 games. I still don't think he should have left Golden State. Golden State should have did everything they could to keep him there. Should have just stayed. Joe Lacob, you handling these people wrong, man. Pause. Dang dash pause button. Miami has been the most consistently linked destination. The Heat missed out on LeBron James this offseason, and they need shooting depth. So why not go get the second greatest shooter of all time in Klay Thompson? Well, at least third best shooter of all time in Klay Thompson. So what's your thoughts on that, man? Klay Thompson potentially going to Miami.
I mean, why not? Like, again, I'm muted. No. Nah, I mean, why not? They could use a shooter down there. Klay Thompson is at this point in his career probably is going to be just like a hired hitman.
Yep.
Because he can shoot so well, and he already owns a boat. So
very true.
Yeah.
Why not?
That is a great reason to go play professional basketball in another city. But I think it's like he is nowhere near the defender he used to be, but they desperately need wing shooting.
Yeah.
And he brings wing shooting.
That's exactly what it is. They need something. And he'll be on a
he got a boat.
And he'll be on a veteran minimum deal too. You know, it is. Big Star says Clay should join LeBron since everybody else should join him. It's gonna make the team older, in the words of Tez.
How many
It's
roster
already
spots
older.
do y'all think they have?
Oh man, that's good. That's good. I don't know, man. The Sixers
It's already making them older.
Apparently, Drew Holiday. Like, I don't know if this was true, but apparently there was something about Drew Holiday potentially in his buyout clause and potentially could join the Sixers so he can get back with Jalen Brown. Now Philadelphia is a destination spot. It's crazy.
Right.
If you own a home, I'm pretty sure you have a product made by Johnson & Johnson, right? J&J. Pretty sure you do. Baby powder. Can we say baby oil on the internet?
How are you gonna ask that on the internet?
right.
I was really asking. I really want to know. Can we say baby oil?
I mean, you could a couple years ago. I don't know about now.
I don't know. I just know Johnson & Johnson makes baby oil, talcum powder. Like a lot of the products, if you have a house, you probably got something made from Johnson & Johnson. But Johnson & Johnson, Big Star says, yes, we can say baby. Okay, all right, cool. All right.
Well, Big Sarge also wants to scrap Felice Johnson.
Let's not get back into that conversation again. Boy, that's so funny, bro. That's funny. Johnson & Johnson has agreed to pay an estimated $5.5 billion to resolve roughly 76,000 lawsuits alleging its talcum-based baby powder and other products cause ovarian cancer, a potential end to a legal battle that has dragged on for a decade and included multiple failed bankruptcy maneuvers. 5.5 billion, bro, and $3 billion has to be paid by 2027. Wow,
that's funny, man. Well, it's not funny, but like I remember when that, like I remember this all breaking out, and that's over with now. Like you said, last decade. Yeah, it's been that thing for a while. Talcum powder, ovarian cancer. I've seen all of the commercials.
Yep.
You see them at night with ladies frolicking through the dandelions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you use Johnson talcum powder, contact such and such and such and such, and they give you this whole list of like side effects.
This is wild, bro. But they saying
that's over now.
$3 billion of the $5.5 billion has to be paid by 2027. But after that, there are no further payments due before 2028. It's a $5.5 billion lawsuit. This has to be like one of the, well, I don't know if this is one of the biggest civil payouts ever, but $5.5 billion is a lot. It's a lot of money that they got to pay out. The 76,000 claims. Like, I'm trying to do the math in my head right now. Like if everybody was to get an equal part.
Well, you also have to, like, they have to pay the attorneys.
Yeah, attorneys' fees and stuff like that. So you're probably looking at, you know, what 20% of that probably goes to attorney fees. So you're probably looking at $1 billion potentially, billion, 1.5, 1.25 billion going to attorneys. So
$3 billion divided by 76,000. My calculator can't do that.
Oh, we can't? Turn it to the side and see what happens.
Hold up. All right, 3 billion. How many zeros is in 3 billion?
It's 9 and 100 million, so it should be 10. Should be 10 and a billion. Yeah, it's
39 grand. A little under 40K.
That's still enough.
Nine zeros in a billion.
9 zeros in a billion. My bad. You're right. I'm wrong. Is it?
And then they're probably going to get taxed on that, right?
100,000, 100,000, 100 million.
Bro, I dropped out in the 10th grade.
Yo, I'm doing math early in the morning. I'm tripping.
It's 9 zeros.
9 zeros in a billion?
Yeah.
I got to count it out, bro. You are correct. You are right. I don't know where I got 10. 10 is 10 billion. You're right. You are right.
It's gonna be every 3. That's how I remember it. That's the 3 zeros is gonna take you to a.
Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to King Richard in the chat. He said, "Please send your prayers to his family. His father has passed away. Prayers
praying for you, man.
Oh man, prayers to you, man.
Prayers during your time of bereavement right now. Shout out to King Richard, man. Always rocking with us, man. So please keep him and his family and his daughter and everybody in your prayers, man, as well. So, hey, man, we thinking about you, my God. And then we're gonna end this thing right here, man. Back to school is literally like 2 weeks away, bro. And the price of back to school has risen a lot. Like there's a new analysis from the Century Foundation and Groundwork Collaborative finds school supplies are roughly 8% and school lunch costs are up 11% compared to last year. Man, so Amazon need to come out with you have tax-free weekend in the state of Alabama. Where
school supplies.
You have school supplies, school clothes, and all types of stuff like that. Yo, Amazon, we need something like that, bro. Like for real. Like it's getting expensive out here to send these kids to school. So and we need and y'all want us to educate them. Come on, man. And the teachers need some stuff too. And the teachers be having them lists that they want you to bring stuff in to help with the class. Hey, come on, man. We need that help. So shop smart.
Like teachers have to pay for like art supplies and stuff.
They have to pay for everything in their classroom. They don't get a budget for that. Like they have to pay for it. They have to pay for everything that's in their class. Teachers have to pay for it.
What am I paying taxes for? Teachers got to buy pencils.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. Like I'm gonna say this because we gotta get out of here. But here's the thing, though. With the way that schools are funded, they are funded by property taxes. Like their biggest funding source is through property taxes, not just like regular tax that you get, like the penny that, like the couple of pennies you pay on gas, or the tax that you pay when you get food here in the state of Alabama. Food is still taxed in the state. Groceries and all that type of stuff that goes to a separate budget. The way schools are funded in the state of Alabama is through property taxes. So a lot of your nicer neighborhoods have higher property taxes, which means they have better school districts. And things and stuff like that.
So they get free pencils.
Well, they don't have to pay for the pencils because majority of the time their families can afford them.
Fair.
So it is what it is. It be the school districts that don't have the best neighborhoods and pay the least in property taxes, to where you're looking at it, and now those are the ones where the teachers are struggling to get supplies for their classroom, and then teachers are already not getting paid enough, and now they have to go in their pocket and go buy markers and things to make the classroom nice and presentable and welcoming for students. So it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. So I don't know, man. Hopefully we can figure something out. Hopefully we can get a lottery in this state, and that would change everything. Education lottery. Come on, man. Come on, state legislature. We be going to Tennessee, Mississippi, and Georgia, and Florida. I can't just have one here in Alabama.
Let's start a hashtag or something.
We should start one. Alabama state legislature. Just saying.
Hashtag gamble for kids.
Gamble for kids.
Gamble for kids is
I like
great.
that. I like that. That's a good one. Gamble, hashtag gamble for kids. Write that down.
Gamble for the babies.
I like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, we're gonna take a break right here. When we come back, we're going to the flag on the play when we come back. So y'all stay tuned, because stop telling on yourself. That's what they tell us to do. Stop telling on yourself. We'll be right back right after this, ladies and gentlemen. 23 minutes after the hour. This is the pregame playlist. Good morning to you.
Do you drink energy drinks and then a few hours later feel sluggish? Don't worry. I got the solution for you. Try DUBBY. DUBBY is a jitterless energy drink mix designed for better focus, clean energy, and no sugar crashes later. Whether you are working, watching Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, or locked in on game day, DUBBY helps keep you going. Visit the link on your screen right now and take advantage of the discount and level up your energy with DUBBY.
Hey, still here. You ever feel like the table tilted before the cards even dealt? Still wake up though. Still clock in though. Still breathe though. Mama working doubles with her feet swole up. Damn. Landlord knocking like the rent, old blood. Whole city smoke, but the church still packed. Cause everybody praying they can make it right back. Lord. Seen dreams die slow at the bus stop bench. Same old pain in the brand new fit, ayy. Politicians talk, but the lights still off. Baby cousin caught a case, cause the job got lost. Dang. And the dope boy riding with the paper tags, cause the bank said no when he filled out apps. Nope. Now he back street moving with a pistol tuck low, trying to feed 3 kids in a 1-room home. Real talk. Ain't no heroes where I'm from. Nah, just tired folks with bills due monthly. Yup, everybody got scars they cover with gold. Smile in your face while they losing their soul. That part. Life like crooked dice thrown on a broke table. Some eat steak while some barely stay stable. Same sunrise, but it shine different place. Same hard work still don't change situations. No, it don't. And they tell us keep faith, keep grinding, keep waiting, still waiting. But the system built cold, and everybody know it. Yeah, everybody know it. Hey, old head sitting outside the corner store every day, talking about the same.
Hey, you listening? If you're trying to eat like a champ today, you already know where you gotta go. Adelines by Chef Country. Smoked ribs, real flavor, no shortcuts. Yeah, they do it right. Tap in right now. Call them at 334-349-0226 or slide through at 2371 Highway 14, Otagoville, Alabama. Adelines, your official pregame meal.
You're now listening to the pregame playlist.
I've been staring at this reflection, but it feel like a one-way mirror. I can see me, but I can't reach me. I've been staring at reflections, trying to recognize my eyes. Same skin, same imperfections, but something deeper don't align. Got this weight I can't explain, like I lost more than my way. I'm right here inside this body, but my soul done slipped away. So I leaned a little closer, tried to see what I became. Had to ask the man I'm looking at, tell me, when did you change? It's a one-way mirror. I can see me clearer, but I can't get through. I can't get to you. It's a one-way mirror. You feel unfamiliar. Same face I knew, but I lost the truth. I remember who I used to be, had a fire in my chest. Now I'm running low on everything, trying to breathe through stress. Every choice I never faced, every time I walked away. Now it's staring back at me and I don't know what to say. So I asked him what you been through. He just looked at me in pain, said I've been asking that same question, still don't got no answers, man. It's a one. Get your morning started. Yeah, with the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go.
Flag on the play for July 29th, Wednesday, man, ladies and gentlemen, is going to a young man that called in and told on himself. Monday night, 10 o'clock a.m., a man named Christian Palacios, I hope I'm saying his last name right, 24-year-old, picked up his phone. He doesn't call his mom. He doesn't call a friend. He calls 911, the emergency line, not the non-emergency line. He called the emergency line. And when the dispatcher answers, when the dispatcher answers, excuse me, he doesn't say there's a fire. He doesn't say somebody's hurt. He asks them to check if he has any active warrants. Sir, With that for a second, this man used to use the same phone line you use for your house. Or your house if it was on fire. If you were getting robbed, use the same phone line to call the Ashland Police Department for a personal background check on himself voluntarily. Now, here's where it gets even better. Officers actually show up to his house in person and they ask him, I'm not making this up, do you understand the difference between an emergency call and a non-emergency call? It's straightforward. It's a straightforward answer. Yes or no. Straightforward. Mr. Christian, he looks these officers in the eye. He says, yes. Yes, I understand the difference. Now, I know this wasn't supposed to be a 911 call and he did it anyway. That's not a mistake. Actually, that is a mistake. That's not a misunderstanding. Actually, that is a misunderstanding. That's a choice. He weighed his options and picked the worst one available to him. So what happens next? They arrest him. Misuse of 911 system, looking at up to 30 days in jail and a $500 fine for a phone call he placed that he didn't have to make. He could have looked it up online potentially. To ask the question, he could have just not asked. Bro turned himself into a suspect using a public safety resource that's like calling customer service to report yourself for shoplifting. And now, the wildest part is this. If he really wanted to know whether he had warrants, there's about 4 easier, quieter, non-felony ways to find that out. Look it up online. Ask a lawyer. Ask a buddy who works in law enforcement. Anything instead of you went and called the actual 911 line to ask them if he had any active warrants. Sir, if you have to ask the cops whether you have if you have to ask the cops if you have active warrants, sir, you probably do. Ron Cherry. Give him flag on the play, Ron Cherry.
Personal file, 69, offense. He was giving them the business. He played it there.
Yo, my man, dog, like, come on, bro. They gotta be like the craziest thing you heard. Dude, well, no, it might not be the craziest thing you heard. This man called the police to ask if he had 80 active warrants. Like, come on, man. Come on.
I mean, to be fair, not justify this in any way, but people do think that the number to the police departments is 911. Like they 911 operators get calls all the time for just general requests.
General request. It's wild, bro. It's wild. But there is a non, like I'm curious to know if people know. I'm curious to know if people did know if there was a non, like there is a non-emergency line that you can call. Like I'm curious to know if people knew that or not.
Yo, that's what people use for like wellness checks.
Yeah, like if you want to call somebody, you call a non-emergency line and then they'll send somebody out. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Besides, this is the classic example of the police department doing too much.
It's doing too much, man.
You got a point. They doing too much, man. They didn't have to arrest him, but like, bro, he didn't have to call and ask if he had warrants too. Yeah,
that was
a quick Google search would have been like, maybe there's a non-emergency line. You know, we Google everything else. So
what if he ain't got Wi-Fi?
Bro, he got that. He can step outside. If he got a phone, he can step outside. And
just call the number attached to the police department. Like 911 is not the police department's number.
No, hypothetically, if he did not pay his phone bill,
okay,
emergency, right?
It'll still let you call the emergency. Well,
yeah.
Right.
You got a point. You got
Maybe
a point.
He's just broke.
You got a point. That's a good point. We don't know if he. That's a good point, Bubba.
You got to look on the bright side.
He's still getting that flag though. He still got it.
Yeah.
He deserves it. That's what it is. All right, man, fellas, let's go ahead and let's get into this conversation. Yesterday, we had a conversation off air after the show was over with. And I think Tez brought this up. He said, do you consider Luke Kuechly to be a first round draft pick? And
first ballot Hall of Fame.
First ballot Hall of Fame.
Should have been a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Should have been a first ballot Hall of Fame. So we actually went down the list and we started naming like the top linebackers in the history of the NFL. And we settled on him being a fringe top 10. Well, let's not say fringe. He's in the top 10, but he's probably at the bottom of that top 10. I think that's what we came to. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like 7 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in that range. So then I brought into the question, I said, well, what about Cam Newton? Because if you look at that 2015 team, yes, they had a really good defense in Carolina, but Cam Newton was the guy that actually pulled them. He pulled them. He was the offense. there was no other wide receivers on that team that you could be like, oh man, that's a guy that that's a superstar. He's a superstar guy. Maybe some guys that should have been like that. I think Christian McCaffrey was in the backfield, but other than that, there was really nobody else. Greg Olsen was the tight end he was throwing, so that was his number one target.
Don't disrespect Philly Brown.
Disrespecting Philly Brown. It is what it is. Not respectfully. Can you respectfully disrespect somebody?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
I'm just saying. I don't know. But the question is, like, if Luke Kuechly was a first ballot Hall of Famer, then what is Cam Newton? And so we had this conversation, and now we're just gonna have the conversation live on air because we want to get y'all thoughts on it as well. Bubba, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's like Cam's best argument is 1 year peak and that somebody's ability overall outweighs what they look like on like a spreadsheet. Because he's like a 3-time Pro Bowler. I don't know exactly how many All-Pros he has, but he does have more passing yards than Troy Aikman, right? Mm-hmm. And overall, as a player, he's better than Troy Aikman. So it's like, how much better of a player do you have to be than a guy like Troy Aikman or Joe Namath to where your ability outweighs like their resume? Because like Joe Namath is like the most borderline Hall of Fame quarterback there is, right? Like he was objectively like a below average NFL quarterback, but he had a Super Bowl, right? And he was overall successful for those Jets teams. So it's like, that's where Cam's argument comes in. It's like 1 year peak and overall ability outweighing like a not so impressive resume.
You asked the question yesterday, what was my lowest standard of like Hall of Fame quarterback like criteria? I said Jim Kelly. Four AFC titles, went to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost, and is still a Hall of Famer. And I would argue that Cam Newton was in the league for what, less than a decade. And
10 years total.
10 years total. He was in the league for a decade. You're right at a decade. And of those 10, we can argue that 6 of them were quality seasons, with potentially 2 or 3 of them seasons being very, very good years for Cam Newton. I would argue that I would take Cam Newton 6 peak years over Jim Kelly's whole career. Even with Jim Kelly going to the Super Bowl 4 straight times. Would you do that, Tiz?
That's a good question. If I'm a GM, yes. But Hall of Fame consideration, I probably can. Those 4 Super Bowl trips, probably weigh heavy into Jim Kelly making it into the Hall of Fame.
He also revolutionized NFL offenses by bringing in the K-gun from the I think it was the USFL.
True. He was largely considered one of the better quarterbacks in the league during his time. Like Jim Kelly was, and Cam Newton was too. But now, again, we're not talking first ballot. We're just talking about Hall of Fame.
Yeah, minimum qualifications. Yeah.
Minimum qualifications. I think that Cam. To answer your question about who I would take, like I said, as a GM, I'm taking Cam Newton. I've seen him. I physically used my eyes and saw the type of specimen he was on the football. So I cannot ignore that. Statistically, though, I don't think that he's really not a first ballot, but I think he'll get in just probably later on in his career. Well, not in his career, in his retirement. But man, that's an interesting one. Him or Jim Kelly? I gotta think about that one, man, because I think that Cam Newton is a better player than Jim Kelly. I do.
My point, like,
but the longevity conversation.
Over the course of a career, though, Jim Kelly was better for longer.
Okay, that's okay. Now, Big Star says, now Nick is doing too much with this Cam Newton over Jim Kelly conversation. No, okay. The question, the
He's
question was minimum qualifications. Minimum qualifications, right? All right. So Jim Kelly did not win a Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl 4 times. But I asked this question: would you say Jim Kelly was the reason why that those teams went to the Super Bowl, or would you say Thurman Thomas was a big deal?
I think Jim Kelly was a good part of it.
I mean, he's a good part, but let's just be.
It wasn't solely on his back, but like without Jim Kelly, they wouldn't have made it.
All right, so let me ask you this: Does that 2015 Carolina Panthers team make the Super Bowl if Cam Newton is not the quarterback, even with how good that defense?
Do anything. They don't do anything without
that's,
Cam
Newton. That's just my.
Yeah, that team success was on the back of Cam Newton. They had a decent. Well, I'm gonna say decent. They had a pretty good defense. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pretty good in defense. All of the running backs were already there. Their run game was solid before Cam arrived, but he was the piece that like you need a dynamic. If you're gonna run the football and play defense, and that's gonna be your philosophy, you need something dynamic in the run game, and they didn't have that before Cam got there. Cam came in, essentially became a home run hitter for them.
But they also had the best defense in the league that year.
Right.
That's a fair point. That's what I'm saying.
It's true.
if you take, let's say, okay, Ryan Fitzpatrick. If Ryan Fitzpatrick was the quarterback of that team, does that team go to the Super Bowl?
No.
Okay.
But he gonna throw for 4 or 5.
But he wouldn't. He also wouldn't have taken the Bills to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Okay.
You know who I want to insert in this
conversation? What you're saying, Nick.
Okay, so let me give you another quarterback there. Let me think of another. Kirk Cousins. If Kirk Cousins was the quarterback of that team in 2015, with everything the same, but Kirk Cousins is the quarterback of that team, do the Carolina Panthers go to the Super Bowl?
No. But I think Vic is a better comparison. Like if Vic was the quarterback on that team, Eagles, Michael Vick, do you think that they would make the Super Bowl?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Because I do think he could have gotten that Bills team to the Super Bowl with like Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, that offensive system, and that defense with Bruce Smith.
That defense was pretty good too.
The defense was pretty good.
Jim Kelly.
Bruce Smith, yep. Man, I
quarterback of the Carolina Panthers in 2015. Do they get to the Super Bowl? That is interesting.
That's right on the line.
And that defense,
I'm going to say no.
It's just that receiving core was so bad. It was like Jericho Cotchery, Ted Ginn.
That's my point.
Right.
That's my point. There was no like. Everybody knows Michael Vick has great arm strength. He can push the ball downfield. There was no deep field. There was no deep down the field threat on that team. Honestly, for real. Let's just be honest.
Well, Ted Ginn,
but he
had hands issues. But they didn't have a great run game. It was like they had Mike Tolbert, Jonathan Stewart was their lead back.
Yep.
A decent offensive line, but the defense was what really separated them with Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly, Josh Norman.
Christian McCaffrey, because Christian McCaffrey had 3,600 all-purpose yards in college football that year. Should have won the Heisman.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation.
He just wanted to get that off.
I just want to get that off because
we got
Christian McCaffrey came the next year. He came the next year. Christian McCaffrey came the next year.
Okay.
All right. Here's a real question. Like, what is the wiggle room? So we all agree, like Cam Newton's resume alone doesn't get him there. How much wiggle room do you give for a caliber of player like peak? Right? How much wiggle room is there? Because he's like the top of the next tier as far as borderline Hall of Famers. So
I think they give you a lot of wiggle room if they like you.
Yeah.
Because like
more so than everything that we're talking about. Yeah. Aikman was a very likable quarterback in terms of what the NFL wants. That may be Cam's biggest detriment. Is just that I don't think that the NFL really likes him that much.
Here's my question though. Like,
we
didn't get a chance to see Cam in his prime because he got hurt. he had injuries,
Right.
foot injury and a shoulder injury. Right when he getting ready to get into his prime, he get injured.
It's the same thing with Bo Jackson, and Bo Jackson hasn't gotten in.
So did Bo Jackson.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because like people fail to realize, like after that Super Bowl season, the first 8 games of that next season, Carolina was like 7-1, 6-2. So it's not like it didn't stop. It's just the fact that he got hurt. And he got hurt with a foot injury and a shoulder injury that kind of just like slowed him down. You know,
I don't think there's an injury clause in the Hall of Fame, though.
It's not
exactly like that's the thing. It's like
unfortunately, I mean,
let me not say that.
There's one other name that I want to insert in this conversation because I think it would. I ain't gonna say bring some clarity, but just I want to get you guys' opinion.
You know, I am gonna say Joe Theismann. He broke a whole leg and got a whole leg broken. Joe Theismann is a Hall of Famer.
What did he do before that, though?
Let's look.
What was?
Let's look.
Was he on the back half?
Go ahead, Tiz. Go ahead.
But yeah, in terms of like being the principal person, pretty much Carolina being on his back on that Super Bowl run. How would you rate him as a Hall of Fame candidate versus Eli Manning?
Well, Eli Manning has 2 of the most impressive Super Bowl runs ever.
My bad. Joe Theismann he's in the College Football Hall of Fame, not the NFL Hall of Fame. Excuse me for that.
Oh.
I knew he was in the Hall of Fame, just the college, not the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
And also, Eli Manning, what people don't realize about Eli Manning, he was only like a quality high-end starter for half his career.
He beat Tom Brady twice.
And that's what his entire Hall of Fame thing is built off of. So it's like it's so clear that resume drastically outweighs.
That's what I was getting at. You take the 3 quarterbacks that we mentioned: Jim Kelly, Cam Newton, and Eli Manning.
Okay, so
most people would look at Eli Manning and say, "Hey, he's a surefire Hall of Fame."
I'm gonna give you a name real quick and tell me if he's a Hall of Famer, because he beat what is considered to be the greatest quarterback playing football right now. Is Jalen Hurts a Hall of Famer?
So much of his story is yet to be written.
He still beat Patrick Mahomes' ass. He beat Joe Lewis's ass. Y'all remember that? Coming to America.
I had to look up his numbers and see how much. Like, I don't think you can get in the Hall of Fame with
Eli Manning is about to get in the Hall of Fame.
Eli Manning did play for a while and was able to compile stats along with the 2 Super Bowls. So, like, I don't know if Jalen Hurts just yet. Like, if he were to retire today, I don't think he's a Hall of Fame. If that's what you're asking, I think he still has some more a resume building to do before he's considered a Hall of Fame.
Jalen Hurts' career stats,
at least to me.
His career stats: 64% completion, 17,891 yards, 110 touchdowns, 7.5 passing yard average is what he has on the rushing tip. He has 3,500 yards rushing on the rushing tip, and 63 touchdowns. Let's compare that to Cam Newton. Cam Newton has 32,000 yards passing. Hold on, let me get the full thing. Let me just do the full.
Compare him to Eli Manning.
Okay, I can do that.
Compare Jalen Hurts to Eli Manning.
I can do that.
Jalen Hurts also has like no All-Pro teams at all.
Well, he beat Patrick Mahomes' ass. Eli Manning stats. All right, so here's Eli Manning stats, right? So Eli Manning stats, career-wise, 57,000 yards, 60% completion percentage, 366 touchdowns. Well, his rushing, I don't even want to bring his rushing into it because he only got 500.
Did he rush?
567 yards rushing in his career.
He might have jogged. He didn't run.
Those are all from the 1 yard line.
Probably.
All 7 of them.
500.
Here's an interesting thing.
So from the 1 yard line is amazing.
Eli Manning's 17 game averages, as far as like if you averaged it out for, if you took his entire career and averaged it to what it would be for a season. For his career, he averaged 60% completion percentage, 4,108 yards, 26 touchdowns, 18 picks per season.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I love this agenda pushing. Eli Manning is overrated.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's overrated. He gets the nod because of those Super Bowl wins and because of who he beat. Of course.
He beat Tom Brady. But
I guess the reason I inserted him because the quarterbacks we're talking about, when you talk about a Cam Newton, when you look at statistics, Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowls and he almost doubles Cam in every major category except for maybe rushing. Yardage is about double. Completion percentage is probably around the same, right? Like, so if you're going to say that Eli Manning, if you're going to say that Cam Newton is a Hall of Famer, then Eli Manning has to be
A first ballot Hall
in
of
my
Famer.
opinion.
Has to be.
Just based off numbers.
Has to be. I'm with you on that one right there. I'm with you when you're right. Man.
And this is where like subjectiveness comes in, and how subjective can you be with something like a Hall of Fame induction?
Right.
Yeah. Well, we want y'all to let us know in the chat what you think. Is Cam Newton a Hall of Famer? Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer? Is Jalen Hurts a Hall of Famer? What are the minimum qualifications for a quarterback?
Is Philly Brown a Hall of Famer?
No, Philly Brown is not a Hall of Famer. Nowhere near it.
He had a moment.
He might be.
Are we Hall of Famers?
No.
Oh yeah.
Sports Radio Hall of Fame. We're working towards. We're working towards getting through that. Ladies and gentlemen, man, 51 minutes after the hour, we're gonna come right back. And when we come back, man, we're gonna wrap this thing up on a hump day here on the pregame playlist, man. Good morning to you all.
Yeah, he caught my eye when I walked through the door. Dark skin, gold chain, lean back by the bar. Said he knew my name, yeah, he talk real smooth. But I ain't easy, gotta match my move. Phone light, flashing girls, taking pics. DJ playing every one of our hits. He leaned close, that way I headed next. I smile slow, said that depends. We ain't tryna go home tonight. Got the city lights in our eyes. Everybody outside tonight, and the vibe feel right. One more stop, then we outta here. Windows down while the bassline hit. He keep looking over here, trying to see who he leaving with. Hands up, head down, whole squad look dangerous. If the night keeps feeling like this, we might fall in love with the moment. Just a moment, don't ruin the moment. Hold up, clean in that matte black truck. Said, hop in, girl, yeah, the timing was up. Laughed too hard when he said my accent cute. Now we tryna find out what my tattoos do. Ain't no pressure, we just outside. Little tequila got us all live. Girls in the back singing every song. It's the kind of night you stay out too long. No expectations tonight. No stress and no wasting the vibe. If it's real, then it's real for the night, and that's alright. One more stop, then we outta here. Windows down while the bassline hit. He keep looking over here, trying to see who he leaving with.
Why be anywhere in the world when you could be here with us? This is the pregame playlist on the Water Cooler Talk Sports Network.
Yeah, Thursday night. Neon lights. Clock hit 6, dusting off my boots. Black Chevy, clean, fresh fade, fresh suit. Buddy in my phone said, man, come through. Little downtown party with a live band too. Walked in slow, whiskey signs glowing. Bartender smiling while the drinks kept flowing. Then I saw her by the pool table light. Blue jeans dancing and she caught my eye. Stayed back, played it cool. 2 drinks deep, trying not to move. Every laugh, Every sway pulled me closer anyway. We fell in love on the barroom floor. Boots sliding slow while they scream one more. Hands on the waist, heart out of place. Didn't wanna leave that little sawdust space. Whole room faded when she pulled me close. Didn't care who watched us moving slow. One night turned into something more. Yeah, we fell in love on the barroom floor. On the barroom floor. Band switched over to a slow groove song. She looked at me like she knew all along. Said, boy, what took you so long tonight? I laughed and blamed it on the neon lights. She grabbed my hand, pulled me in tight. Suddenly forever felt possible tonight. Now every time the jukebox plays, I still see you swaying that way. Funny what love can do. In a small town room, we fell in love.
You want a solution to protect your family in a moment of crisis. Freddie Metro provides those solutions to protect your family and build real wealth. Serving Alabama and Georgia with trusted advice you can count on. Call him today at 678-870-4001. Freddie Metro, protecting families, building legacies.
The coolest morning show is in your ear. It's the pregame playlist.
Barrels raised me, pain made me. I came from a town where the dirt roads crack, where the trucks ride slow and the scars fight back. Mama prayed hard while the bills stacked up. Now the whole damn county got my song turned up. I got red clay boots and a gold chain swinging. Country boy hard, but the trap still singing. From the back road nights to the big marquee. Yeah, the struggle and the pain all made me. Made me. Back roads raised me. Look, used to ride around dirty in a hand-me-down Chevy. Now the black on black truck sitting high and heavy. Mama used to cry when them lights got low. Now she backstage watching sold out shows. Ain't nobody put me on, I kicked that door. Now my name got way from the south to the shore. Still keep a Bible in the console. Took us I done seen real life tear good folks up. Now the diamonds dance but the paint still there. Still smell bonfires floating through the air. Still hear old heads talking on the porch all day. Say, boy, don't forget where you came from, hey. Facts, straight up, real talk, real talk. I came from a town where the dirt roads crack, where the trucks ride slow and the scars fight back. Mama prayed hard while the bills stacked up. Now the whole damn county got my song turned up. I got red clay boots and a gold chain swinging. Country boy hard, but the trap still singing. From the back road nights to the big marquee. Yeah, the struggle and the pain all made me. Made me. Made me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Late nights, cold hearts, whiskey in the cup. Whole squad came from the bottom, we were down bad stuck. Now the label calling everybody showing love. Funny how they switch once the stars line up. I remember court dates, stress on my chest. Now it's private flights and design on the stairs, but the roots too deep. I can fake who I am, still a small town kid with a mic in my hand. Granddaddy taught me keep God first always, even when the money and the fame all crazy. So I tip my head every time I touch stage, cause the road got dark before I saw this page. Yeah, real one, still country. I came from a town where the dirt roads crack, where the trucks ride slow and the scars fight back. Now we ride big wheels with the whole team lit. Still got mud on the tires, ain't forgot one bit. I got red clay boots and a gold chain swing. Country in my soul, but the trap still living. From the back road nights to the big marquee. Yeah, the struggle and the pain all made. Get your morning started. With the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports,
Yeah, man, it's the pregame playlist, man. We have come to the end of another show here on Monday. Excuse me. Yeah, it's all on Wednesday, hump day, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking. I want to say this one thing, bro. I want to say this one thing before we get out of here. Yo, this Usher hate, it gotta stop. Like, I'm all in. Like, what is wrong with these? Like, come on, bro. What is y'all problem? What did Usher do to y'all? That's all I want to know. What did he do to y'all? If y'all don't know, the R&B tour is in Birmingham. They went in Birmingham last night. They'll be in Birmingham again tonight for the second show.
Yep.
But this hate for Usher, where did it come from, Ted? Explain to me where it came from. Because apparently, just a year or two ago, he was one of the greatest performers ever. Everybody was talking about the Super Bowl. Everybody was talking about the residency. Everybody was trying to go to Las Vegas to see Usher. But now all of a sudden,
well,
I'm not gonna disrespect.
I know you're not gonna want to hear this, but he's performing next to that guy, man.
Man, the light skin dude. That's what we call him. I call him the light skin dude. That's it. But you know, it is what it is, man.
I take offense to that, man, as a fellow light skin.
I'm light skin. I'm talking about. I'm medium light skin. That's what I am. I'm medium light skin. I'm
bright skin.
That was good. Man, this Usher stuff gotta stop, bro. Like, if anybody can go on camera and be like, I gave you 30 years of my career, it's Usher.
Yeah.
Usher should be the one that can come on there and say that. Like, come on, man. You gotta stop. But hopefully everybody have a good time tonight at show number 2 for the R&B.
Yeah, the first show, like the videos and pictures that I saw, looked amazing. Everybody loved it. They had a great time.
They did.
You know, gave away free tickets.
They did. I saw
Nation.
I saw that.
Yeah, I missed them.
I saw that. What I'm noticing about this is, like, everybody knows that Usher's my guy. Like, I've been, ever since I heard 8701 in 2001, I've been an Usher fan. Now, I shouldn't have been listening to it at the age of 8, 9 years old, but I was. It was great music. I enjoyed it. I think Usher had a 3-album run that you can put up against any other artist and be like, yo, this is amazing. My Way, 8701, Confessions. And then even after Confessions, you get into some of that to like Raymond versus Raymond and Here I Stand. Great albums. But that 3-album, My Way, 8701, and Confessions, we got to have a debate, because you can put that up against Off the Wall, Thriller, and the Bad Album and be like, yo, I'm just saying. But what I've noticed is a lot of people like energy. Is what it is. They like energy. A lot of energy.
Yeah.
And so when you look at the two on stage next to each other, the conclusion that I've come to is that Chris Brown just has a hell of a fan base that just loves Chris Brown.
Yeah. I mean, and like you said, he's probably a little bit more high energy than Usher. Usher is, although Chris is not in the shape that he used to be. If that makes sense.
No, I know exactly what you're
talking about. Yeah. What's interesting is I say this: women are going to concerts, this R&B tour, hoping to get pulled on stage by Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Yes. That's not necessarily the case with Usher. They are avoiding that.
I think. Well, yeah, you talking about the chick?
They're hiding.
The chick in Nashville. Yeah. I don't that part. I don't understand that part. That is wild to me. Yeah, I have my thoughts.
That's because you're not a woman. You're not supposed to understand it.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to understand. And you're correct. You're right about that. And I'll be trying to understand, like, what are you talking about? Like, this dude, he gave you 30 years of his career. 30 years.
You know what? I need to ask a female. I'm going to ask my wife.
You know what?
My daughter. And just see what they say about Usher and Chris Brown, as far as the appeal goes, and why is it that Usher's not getting. Well, I know my daughter's young, so
I think that's part.
She didn't grow up on the golden age of Usher.
Yeah, bro.
And then even when she was, even when he was in Golden Age, she was like maybe 4. So
like people don't know like how good that dude. Like like late 90s up until like 2013, 2014. Yo, he was that dude. Bro. Like nobody was touching that guy. Nobody.
Is it fair to say that older crowds prefer Usher over Chris
Brown?
Easily. Younger crowds prefer Chris Brown.
Yeah. Like I was having this conversation with somebody, and I was like, people in my age range from like, because I'm 33. So people in my age range from like 33 to that 40 range, I think would slightly lean Usher. Now you got some
up with him.
Yeah, they would slightly lean towards Usher because of the fact that's who you know. Now it is some people in this thing that would lean Chris Brown as well, because Chris Brown is in that age range as well. You kind of grew up with Chris. Now that's I'm gonna put it up on the screen in a minute. But
hilarious.
40 and up is rocking with Usher heavily. But like my age, probably like 31, 30 and lower. Oh, this is definitely Chris Brown, bro. Definitely Chris Brown. You know what it is? That man said Usher's closeness to Diddy has people uneasy.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Probably.
Bro. Here's the thing.
Then there's the Justin Bieber situation, which
the Justin Bieber situation.
Like
a lot of people still like look at that situation and be like, what it is and what's happening there. I don't know, but that's not. But here's the thing: like what people got to realize about that too. That's not Usher. That's Scooter Braun. Like Scooter Braun was the one that brought Justin Bieber to Usher. You know, that's more Scooter Braun than anybody.
What's crazy about that? That is I think that's a true statement where Big Star said his closeness to Diddy has people uneasy.
Yeah.
However, man, I just don't think that. I think in this situation people care, but overall, I don't think people care as much because, we saw videos of R. Kelly.
Bro, how many?
We saw.
I'm gonna ask you this
like
question.
Chris Rock said, yeah, that's you, the Soul Train award right there on the nightstand. We can see.
Let me ask you this question: how many?
And people still like.
We got 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes to get out of this. How like that has like the disclaimer: we are not glorifying what happened on that video.
No.
That has to be like the most viewed video, like, and the fact that it was on VHS at the time when it happened, like it passed around so much that people saw that. I was like, good God, man, the world.
And
bro.
then he went and sung his way out of an indictment.
He did. The Boondocks episode. Y'all remember the Boondocks episode when he jumped on the table and started singing in court? And what's next? Like that's all he does. It's just when he get in trouble, he starts singing a song.
That's when you get I Believe I Can Fly. And all of the songs that aren't geared towards women that we love. Step in the name of love. Yeah. Bro, people forgot about all of that real quick, bro. Man. So
they did, bro.
Does that mean that what does that mean? Because I agree with Big Sarge when he says Usher's closeness to Diddy makes people uneasy. Why wasn't that not the case for one Robert? I believe that the dude can get out of jail right now and have a number one.
I'm gonna make it even more complicated for you. Why isn't that the conversation for Chris Brown?
You mean with the Rihanna situation?
No, not even that. Just everything that even happened after that. Because I think a lot of people knows exactly what happened with that situation, what actually happened. But like, dude is in trouble a lot. Like he just pled guilty in London and potentially looking at 3 years in prison.
Yeah, but there's a difference between getting in trouble and then having a video out with a 12-year-old that you're urinating on, and also being associated with somebody who's currently in prison for pretty much doing the same things. So it's like,
wasn't it his niece?
No,
that makes it even worse if it was, but I don't think so.
It wasn't his niece. It wasn't his niece. It was a singer that used to sing with him.
The point is, people don't care.
That's the point.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I look at it and I just be like, yo, this is wild. But the Usher,
if you're listening, you need to step in the name of love. You need to I Believe I Can Fly.
He has that. It's called Confessions. But he does. He has that. He has that. It's called Confessions. Usher's album is great. That's the reason why people keep going back. It's amazing. It's an amazing album.
Usher's talented.
Which is the reason why everybody talks about Thriller. even though Thriller came out almost 40 years ago. You know, that's one of the greatest albums of all time. I'm just saying, you know,
it's a great album.
It's only what 9 songs on the album, and it is amazing.
And 9 bangers.
It's dope. All right, man. Let's get up out this thing, man. Bubba, what you gotta say to people before we get up out of here, man?
Don't pee on people.
That's great advice, Bubba. Like that is great. If you follow that will save you some trouble. I promise.
It'll take you a long way in life if you do that. I like that, man. Tell us what you gotta say to people before we get up out of here, man.
Nothing much, man. SECseason.com. Go over there, check it out. Go ahead and make your account, man, because it's coming. Season's getting close, so you want to get your picks and everything on record. Go over there and have your voice known, bro.
There it is. SEC
and tell me if I'm doing a good job, man. I put a lot of work into it. I need some positive feedback.
We want to know. We want to know.
Staying up all night.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us as always, man. And as always, I like to leave the show with a quote of the day. We went over by 11 minutes today, which is wild, but I had to get it off my chest about the Usher hate. Stop. Just stop. He gave you 30 years of his career. Oh my God. Imagine Usher saying that. 30 years of my career. Oh man.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
But nah, today
I don't know the hog tie people. I don't know why that was just random.
Hog tie. Oh my God.
Just the most hilarious quote from that.
That's stupid, man. It's just my camera. That's stupid, man. Stupid.
Oh my God, man.
Oh, man.
I don't know why that just randomly hit me. It's funny.
All right, man. Let's get this thing. Let's get out of here, man. Today's quote of the day comes from C.S. Lewis. He's a scholar, writer, and a theologian. After all that we just said, we said theologian. Wow, man. Jesus, man. Quote is, here's the quote. He said, "You are never too old to set another goal or to claim or to dream a new dream." Ladies and gentlemen,
you're now listening to the pre-game playlist.
We got us almost an extra 12, 13 minutes today. But hey, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time for some more pre-game playlists here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We appreciate y'all so much as always. Tonight, we'll be on Around the Cooler tonight, 8 a.m., 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. It's going to be a great show, man. We want you to join in, man. Big Ten Media Days. We got to hit bits. There was some stuff said at Big Ten Media Days that we got to address. And we're gonna talk about it tonight. So we'll be doing it tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good one. Y'all be easy. Y'all stay fresh. Y'all be blessed. We'll see you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on Around the Cooler here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Y'all be easy, man. Have a great rest of your day. Peace. We out this thing. Let's go.
This has been a presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.